P&P Borston baked beans. When you need to eat lunch, Borston. The only one.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling it? Oh, a lot of slow. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
That's a spacer's choice beer. Take what you have. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves it. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, as the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be... I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. You would never ask if you... I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice. It's not the best taste of freedom! Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar. I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the... Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this... Sprout wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on the... Trouble sleeping? Try our lunar eclipse mix. Add an additional 10% to your... At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. Even if my contract is... Now, are you ready to make... damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, if there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in... Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't... It's fine. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some Anything and everything. Whatever you want. We got it. And when you need a reply... Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new. Oh, sorry. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because you could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy... Well, this is just the beginning of a long...
What? Nice doing business with you. Heard you've been working for Sublay. Lillian takes good care of it.
Move along. Between you and me, Preacher, I don't think we can trust Sam.
I don't think trust enters into it. It's an automatic...
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal aether...
Nothing but the void here, Captain. I just assume leave it cold, dark, and derelict.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain. June Leia like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. I mean, I don't really, but I don't count. No, cakes. Cakes I like. Yeah? I mean...
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station.
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could... I didn't say that. How did you gain access to that system? Stop it at once. Did you hit it yet? What's happening in there? I don't know who you are, but I have nothing to gain by risking my hide against a lunatic. Commander out.
The UGL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
Performing.
Here they come!
Step lively, Captain. The floor's got teeth. They've been left here, all alone.
suppose Sublight will thank us for this. I hope that thanks comes in the form of cash. Chartrand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow. CNP, I can't believe it's not good. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into... Aside from the automated security... I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignment... After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something... maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself... Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1080... Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't...
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain. Right. I'm done. I'm officially tuning you.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into... I assume... You took that better than I... Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you... She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cysti... Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprint... You've got me all wrong. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments. We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony. This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. Is it done? Be...
arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Remember that you...
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 20%. Careful, that's my communications terminal. I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Dust accumulation analysis. Thank you. All cleaning tasks have been completed. All SAM. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping... Got stubborn Stan.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship. With alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures. They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all...
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow, sir.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's got...
At least this won't be...
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmine. He was an old... Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant...
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't...
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your nav.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running.
Hey, you! Yeah, you. The million-bit smile? How'd you like... Kid, you got presents. Natural Tell you what. Listen, you got an agent? Some... Fresh, natural talent. Listen, you got a real special quality. Raw... I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But
Hey, if you want an action story, you ought to haul a couple of cameras to Monarch sometime. We'll give you some damn good...
Unscripted chaos. Come on, who'll pay to see that? Audience... So what do you say? You ready? Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon...
Anti-Cleo's facial mask and cream. Leaves you feeling fresh and tingling. You're not always
So much wasted money here. Decadence ain't gonna save you when the beasts get through the walls.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
the best choice is the Spacer's choice.
Hey, take it easy with that thing.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of houses.
You, with the hips, over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes, you carry yourself with the bearing of a no— I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed man— Also, my dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers, none of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. My word, such muscular—
I am no such thing.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who— All right, Captain. Here is the absolute— As you wish, darling. All my pieces are custom. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe— For you, anything. Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable. You're very welcome.
I love Byzantium.
Your best find this week. Go. Parallel someone else.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon...
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all. You think the privy's gold-plated too? Lab coats make me nervous. Experiments always go wrong. Always. And then we got flying raptidons or some other nightmare.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. I believe that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to... I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they said...
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any other. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it...
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own...
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know. The board also has its brand to uphold. If you could always shoot me. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help.
Everything I did was for the good of...
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. The one on the wanted posters? I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the lab, I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Give me one reason why I should let you... Wrong.
Here they come!
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Stop that! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, my mistake.
I believe. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Uzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and... Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who... Out of my office.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find...
I like her, Captain. Let's go before we...
What was that?
R&B Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow. I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
And we're stalking.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Oh, sweetie.
Did I hear something?
Incoming!
It's nothing personal, I swear.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain. I'll lock up. Behind.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Hungry? No rubbernecking.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was... That drop? Sure puts things into perspective.
You don't look like... what's your... No, I don't... This here's the ante up. If... Tom... Will...
Folks in... So... If you're asking if it's some... Ms... Let me just stop you right there, stranger. Not unless it accompanies some... More...
Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only got half of what you said. Well, I'm half listening.
Can we talk?
Hey, Captain. I haven't actually talked to my folks. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Whoa! I'm just suggesting we stop by. See, I'm originally from Byzantium. This is why I have to reconnect and, great. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some... Oh, and help yourself to the good snack. Just know that I've got plenty more... Anything else?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Down there, a new ship. That episode from a few weeks ago?
Spacers to our section.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a
Rizzo's
All right,
How does this sound?
You want a punch?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness! Ruth Bellamy? I simply adore your work.
We've been over this already. You can't rehearse running into Ruth Bellamy. It's not going to work.
Fine, fine. What about this? Oh, my stars! It's Halcyon Helen? May I have your autograph?
Now you just sound like a crazed fan, which I suppose is not far from...
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but we gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And cause Josh is paying to see the... See? Now go in there, find your mark, and...
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steve. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, with their patented stomach stuffing effects and... Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele.
Can I shoot someone? Wait, doesn't matter. I want to shoot someone.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajax. What indeed? I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. Yes, it is.
This what passes for entertainment around here? They ought to try tossing back a Spectrum Red and going rapt hunting. Someone's bound to lose an eye. It'll be a riot.
Hey, no one told me we were giving critics an early look. I gotta focus, okay? I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. Oh, but there's nothing you can do. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
There's
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though. Look, Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple...
You grew up in Byzantium, right?
Don't rub it in.
Oh, don't get all prickly. I just haven't met someone who left the high life on purpose.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises. Speaking of surprises, you should meet my... I don't know what to say. He's usually not like that. Come on, you're supposed to help me. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time. The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't, right? Come on.
Marilyn, this really is...
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink. Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you might...
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never...
I'm afraid that...
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would. We collected on your life insurance.
And the payouts have been...
You...
What vulgar company you...
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just...
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back.
That's the...
We had to explain your disappearance.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd... Shh! Someone could...
We concocted a story about Celeste Jolie.
One of a kind?
That led to your tragic...
It was quite the story.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better... And what are you gonna do now?
Yes, about...
Quietly. She hasn't changed a...
That's it?
Don't...
Let's just get out of here, Fine. Let's talk outside.
Can we talk?
Can you believe? We'd hardly been there a minute and they... I wanted them to get... They'd both be sitting there watching one of their... Mother would drop her mock apple cider and the glass would shatter. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, Father would throw his hands up because this would... Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would... I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. I'd love to know how you describe getting... I know. Just need something... There, that's what I was talking. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your... Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaning... Wait a second. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance. Maybe you could use some of your people skill. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find... some...
I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Always imagined Fallbrook would
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. Halcyon, I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off. We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an... Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. I remember that one. That's the young social...
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've...
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiary. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room. And you'd, theoretically, add... But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well, I'll do it. But then you've got to go. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into... I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity. Plenty. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statement. Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares. That policy is almost exclusively for... In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind... Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial... There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation... We try to cover every possible... One...
You really did it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do... I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll... Yeah. The funny thing about getting... I've never been much of a planner. If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the... Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so... Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be... You sure? Because my kind of... You don't have... Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then. So... you just keep the money. Don't mention it. Really. This feels weird enough as it is.